Is dealing with a smelly situation in a San Juan neighborhood.
And one neighbor says they've been affected by the strong odor that is, coming from an exposed septic tank. Channel 5's Christian Juan pricing is on your side looking into the problem.
This neighbor says this problem comes from next door. She feels she can't do anything about it. Just a little breeze out here is enough to swirl it around. Here off Sun Valley Road in San Juan, there's one thought that comes to mind.
Oh my gosh.
One thought when you ask San Juanita Alvarez about the smell coming from her neighbor's house.
I can describe it. It may be that when you go to make your deal in the commode, that's the smell.
She says this persistent bad smell has been happening for years. She says ever since the city came by several years ago, when all the neighbors were on septic tanks, they connected the neighborhood to the city sewer line. She says,
and they sent people to break our septic tanks. And my neighbor had she has two septic tanks.
She says her neighbor right next door got the work done, but the city never took care of the second septic tank, leaving that tank exposed to the air, causing the smell to waft through the neighborhood.
My granddaughters, they can't even come to spend the time to be outside because of the smell.
She says she's contacted the city about it more than once, years ago, and again this week when she went up to set up a yard sale.
They couldn't help me at all because it was the owner's problem.
She's left waiting for a solution to a problem that's not on city property or on her own property. We went to San Juan City Hall and spoke to City Manager Benjamin Arjona. It's been several years ago since the septic tanks were transitioned, and he says it's the first time he's heard about it, but we'll look into it. For Alvarez, it's very familiar.
It's every day, especially when it's windy. You can smell it real pretty.
She's waiting for a solution as quickly as it can come. The San Juan City Manager says they'll look into the problem and get back to us. In the Channel 5 News Studio, Christian Juan pricing, Channel 5 News at 6.